What is up, guys? Zan from the Zan Madden YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be showing you a very good blitz that you guys can utilize against bunch offenses out of the dime normal. The dime normal is one of those defenses that is a very good blitzing defense this year in Madden 24, but I have actually created a crazy coverage system over on my strategy website, gridirongameplans.gg. One of the bigger downsides to the dime is that it lacks the ability to put safety outside thirds on the field unless you're using a play that is stock, such as cover 3 cloud. If we were to compare this to the other metas in the game where we can utilize packages to change our safety's adjustments for the purpose of getting him into outside thirds or middle thirds to be able to roll our coverage, the dime normal would probably be one of the most meta defenses, if not the most popular defense in the game. I've got that figured out over in the vault on the website. If you guys go check out the November vault, I have put out a sequence of videos showing you how to get the best coverage adjustments in dime, and you guys will be able to put today's YouTube video in front as a blitz with crazy coverage combinations behind it. So let's not waste any more time. With this particular play, you're going to want to turn your auto flip off as we're going to be running our dime flipped, and you're going to maybe go ahead and put base align on if that's something that intrigues you. You guys can choose to put match on or use zone drops, kind of up to you with this. A lot of players like their Mabel settings with the 30 and the 5. We talk about it in every video, but with this play, we are actually going to be taking a look at the DB Blitz 0. This is probably the most popular play that you guys could call out of dime normal. And the reason for that is the ability to get the double slot heat. It's no secret that slot pressure is still the king in Madden. A lot of players love to bring their slot corners. The added benefit of dime is that you have 4 down linemen on defense, which makes running the ball on it a little bit tougher, in my opinion, than running on like dollar, for instance. Neither dime nor dollar get read and react AI because they only have a 5 count of 4 linemen in this case, plus 1 linebacker, or in dollar's case, 3 linemen plus 2 linebackers. So you can kind of run the ball effectively on both these defenses, but I think dime stock defense is better. Here we are in our flipped DB 0, and we are going to be running this with a pinched DB setup. So we're going to pinch, and what this is going to do is it's going to walk players down in press coverage. Now, the downside to this is that because it is a cover 0 blitz, we have the solo receiver side. If it's a compressed receiver, it's going to tell you right away it's man-to-man, so that's a tell in certain formations. What a lot of players will do is they will just go ahead and back up their corners on the outside. Again, this is probably just to get the ability to put them into cloud flats for the purpose of being in 30-yard settings or whatever here. So you've got that ability if you want. If you want to leave them down in that press look, feel free to do so. One thing that I will note with this is that when the receiver is compressed, this corner that is in man-to-man on him will mysteriously get slot corner adjustments. You'll see that it's actually got the ability to put him in a curl flat. So if you want to, you can put him in a 5-yard curl flat here, which is kind of interesting. You could use that to your advantage. Or you could go ahead and put him into a vertical hook if you want him to defend the seam. Of course, the flat will be open, but that is something that you'll be able to do. Now, again, I'm not trying to focus too much on coverage here with this. So what we're going to do is we're going to set this up as a cover 2 blitz. I think a lot of times when you are running, a blitz pressure, having cover 2 is great because it's going to allow you to have both flats supported. In that case, I probably would go ahead and drop your zone drops, just because what that's going to do is it's going to allow you to play more of a hard flat in this case, which is really what we're wanting. So go ahead and set up a shell like this. Totally up to you. You can do as much as you want or as low as you want. Now for the blitz setup, we are base aligned and we are pinched here. And what we are going to do is we are going to blitz the middle linebacker. As you guys know, linebacker A-gap is the meta of this year's game. There's a lot of different ways to get A-gap pressures. I talk about the vault on Gridiron a lot, but I've got new A-gap blitz setups for a lot of different meta defenses that a lot of pro players aren't even running in the vault as well on Gridiron. But we are going to be blitzing this middle linebacker. Now, as far as your user goes on this play, if you are really wanting to ramp up your pressure, you're going to take this slot corner, and you will see some players doing this online where they are going to stand over the right guard. And this is basically going to give you 6 guys in the box, but it's all congested. Now, the thing about this is that if you just kind of stand here, what I recommend doing is the lock-in trick, which is A or X on PlayStation, flick the right stick up for individual coverage. Your player is now locked in position. If I'm swiveling the stick, you notice my user is not moving. He will not move until the snap. But this is going to allow me to kind of run directly in a direction. If I'm worried about the seam, I can hold up. If I'm worried about the flat, I can hold outside. If I'm worried about occupying alignment, I can run out of alignment as soon as the ball snaps. But with this particular play, what's so great about it is that this is really designed to get kind of double pressure. So you're going to get a gap, plus you're going to get that edge pressure pretty easily with this. Now, of course, in this situation, you're saying, well, hey, Zan, you're blitzing 6 against 5. You should get pressure. Of course we should. But it is going to be really, really quick. So again, with this, you can kind of set up whatever coverage shell you guys like. I'm going to go ahead and set this up. Blitz your linebacker and just kind of stand right here. Again, if they snap this, you're going to see here, we got a gap, we got edge pressure. It's going to take quite a bit of attention from the offensive line being able to shift to the left. It's not really going to allow them to do so, which is going to be great. Now, depending on where you stand, you'll probably start to notice different effects. If you kind of stand closer here to this guy, you might be able to free up your A gap a little bit better. You see right there, it kind of made it a little bit cleaner. But in general, this is going to be great because the moment they block the running back against this style of blitz is really where this blitz takes off. So let's go ahead and show you what I'm talking about here. If we are blitzing this linebacker, you're going to see here that what's going to happen is the running back is going to look up the middle, and you're still going to get that pressure off of the left side. So you're gonna see right here, he kind of climbs, and then you got that corner coming in free. Now, again, depending on what the route combo is, you'll make your adjustments as you see fit. If you guys want to go back into your play call menu, you could call other plays out of dime normal flipped. As I mentioned, you know, you guys might want outside thirds on your safeties. You call cover 3 cloud. If you guys want to run this out of maybe, you know, a stock cover 2 and then just blitz the players that you need blitz, feel free to do that. A lot of players are just going to make crazy coverage adjustments out of the cover 0 blitz, and that's totally up to them as well. That's going to give them kind of the same pre-snap look where players are going to stand in the same spots, maybe show man blitz, which could cause your opponent to set up man coverage beating combos. But because you're changing everybody's assignments, you're really running kind of a hybrid spot drop zone. But again, you guys always have this option, if you so wish, to be able to, you know, if I wanted to run this out of a cover 4 or whatever, feel free to do so. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Again, you're going to pinch this up. You are going to go ahead and blitz your slot corner and your linebacker. You're going to see it's going to look like this. If you guys are facing a spread out, you can kind of move these guys in. As it pertains moving players in, do not move them too close. You don't want to make their job super easy. Kind of leave them in like the spot that they would stand if you were running bunch or tight. And again, this is still going to be your user. So again, you're going to be standing kind of right here. If they do decide to you know, block the you know, the running back, you should still be kind of looking at pressure. You see right there, there's B gap coming in really easy. Now, again, there are going to be ways for you guys to get outside third adjustments on the fly. And for those that are wondering, here is what I'm talking about. Take a look here. I've got this ability to click onto Marlowe up here at safety and look at those adjustments. I've got outside thirds left and right. This is what's going to be able to take this defense to a whole different level. The ability to kind of work your guys into outside thirds for the purpose of defending corner routes, to create some pretty crazy coverage combinations. This is going to really take your defense to another level that I can assure you, you're going to absolutely love this defensive setup with these extra custom coverage adjustments. You guys can figure out exactly how to do that in the vault on Gridiron. Go check it out. $9.95 a month unlocks the entire website. Go look at it. I promise you that's going to make this tip all the much better. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you guys give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or complaints, drop those below. As always, appreciate your support here on the channel. We'll see you guys tomorrow with our next video upload. Until then, this is Zan. Get in the lab and good luck.